What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new reality series, Voices of Fire. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screener to the entire 6 episodes of this new show. So, Voices of Fire is basically kind of like American Idol, but for a gospel church, which I admit is an interesting spin on the saturated singing competition reality genre. Bishop Ezekiel Williams is at the center of this ambitious endeavor as he gathers his trusted colleagues and puts out an audition that attracts hundreds of amazing talents from all over Virginia. Some even drove all the way from other states just to try out their luck. The difference is between this show and other singing competition shows you've seen out there is that this one does not have any prize money on the line. The prize here is that you get to join Bishop Ezekiel's diverse, inspiring gospel choir. So, because there is no monetary incentive, the motivations are more intrinsic and wholesome. What you get are a bunch of regular but religiously committed folks who just want to be a part of a purpose that's greater than themselves. Oh yeah, and all of them got pipes. Boy, there is no Sanjaya moment on this series because these incredible vocals will fly you up to 7th heaven. Voices of Fire is a feel-good, uplifting, emotionally exhilarating series that will comfort your soul. Executive produced by Grammy winner Pharrell Williams and brought to you by I Am Other Production Company, Voices of Fire follows Pharrell Williams' hometown community as it builds one of the world's most inspiring gospel choirs. Pharrell's uncle and well-respected musical genius in the era, Bishop Ezekiel Williams, and his core team of influential gospel leaders will venture out into Hampton Roads to find undisclosed talents, with the belief that diverse backstories can give their collective voice a greater meaning. The bishop and his team will be searching for people of all ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds. Usually on other singing competition shows, there is a sense of dog eat dog in the air, you know. Sure, the contestants might be cordial to one another in the waiting room as they anticipate their names to be called, but it's all about getting that golden ticket to go to the next round. Although Voices of Fire shares that similar format, every contestant in that waiting room is there not to shank or shift one another, figuratively speaking. At one point, I kid you not, they all start to sing a random gospel song together harmoniously, and the waiting room suddenly turns into some kind of a revival. And yes, the producers and the camera would follow several selected contestants whose life stories range from interesting all the way to downright powerful. This is, of course, the human factor needed to add to the drama. They all share one thing in common. They're Christians, but each of their adversity is unique, so much so that you're gonna end up wanting all of them to be accepted into the choir. Pharrell himself, who is Bishop Ezekiel Williams' nephew, actually shows up on a few of these episodes. He serves as the additional guest judge, if you will. But here's the thing. The criticism is kept to a minimum, even when they talk about cutting down numbers or use metaphors like shaking the trees. Ultimately, their purpose is to bring out the best in these already awesome singers. And while Pharrell gives a lot of constructive input, Bishop Ezekiel's colleagues, who are more hands-on day-to-day basis, give a much more significant personal impact. I do find it hilarious though that by the time they have their big concert, most of the singers confess that they just want to put on a great show for Pharrell, who is in the audience. And I'm like, wait, I thought you guys were singing for Jesus. What happened? All joking aside, I grew up in a household similar to a lot of these folks. I may not be quote unquote religious anymore, but this series does resonate with those memories of mine. I still remember the hymnals, I still remember the melodies, I still remember the verses. And in between each segment on this show, Bishop Ezekiel would bestow or impart a wisdom based on the recent encounter with any of the contestants auditioning. So the result is this sermonical atmosphere that will soothe even the savage beast. So yes, Voices of Fire may be an acquired taste. The show is obviously more meaningful if you do have Christian background. But even if you're not a believer, the powerful testimonies you'll hear on this show will move you to tears.